Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot!
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another video. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. The Super Bowl event for all of us movie fans is upon us. That is right, guys. The Oscars are live this Sunday, and to celebrate the Oscars, I figured I would do two videos for you guys, and the first one right here is I'm going to give you guys my ranking for this year's Best Picture nominee films. And this is the first year in a while that we finally have 10 nominees for Best Picture this year, so I'm going to rank all 10 of those movies nominated for Best Picture this year from worst to best. Let me know down below in the comment section what your guys' ranking would be for all of these movies. If you haven't seen all of them, that's completely fine. Let me know your ranking and let's have a great conversation below. And this list is completely subjective. This is my personal opinions about all of these movies. There's films I do like and films I don't like on here. Just respect my opinion. Without further ado, let's begin. Kind of a hot take right here, Licorice Pizza is my least favorite of this year's Best Picture nominees. When it comes to Paul Thomas Anderson's filmography, there's films I love like Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood. This movie was getting a lot of love from critics. It's got a high score on Rotten Tomatoes, and some people feel the same way I do. Just wasn't a fan of the story of this movie. I didn't mind the performances. Just the story altogether, just that over-age gap of age between our two lead characters was pretty awkward to watch. This 15-year-old kid in high school trying to hook up with a 26-year-old adult woman was pretty disgusting, and some unnecessary racial scenes in this movie that I didn't find funny at all. Altogether, Licorice Pizza was not my cup of tea. I do respect if you love this movie. I'm just not in that ballpark.
If you displease the right people, the world closes in on you very, very fast.
Another movie that I am not as big of a fan of as a lot of people are, that is Nightmare Alley. Now, Nightmare Alley is directed by Guillermo del Toro. Del Toro is a beloved filmmaker. He's done Shape of Water, Pan's Labyrinth. And once again, we're exploring this kind of mystery gothic film with Nightmare Alley. The best thing I can say about this movie is the production design and the cinematography, just like all of Del Toro's films are. They're just incredibly well shot and have excellent sets in them. Performances are good. Bradley Cooper was pretty meh, and Cate Blanchett was great. Wanted more Willem Dafoe, if I'm being honest. The third act was just pretty rough to get through. All around, this movie was too long and too beloved. Like, I didn't get the love for this film, but if you're a Del Toro stan, you're gonna like this movie more than I did. The Power of the Dog, one of the frontrunners for Best Picture this year, and a lot of people agree with me. This is the Nomadland of this year's Oscar race. Like, it's the frontrunner as of right now for Best Picture, but the majority of the audience agrees it's not that great of a movie. It's just pretty meh. Performances are good. Benedict Cumberbatch, Cody Smith-McPhee, Jesse Plemons, Kirsten Dunst, they all give good performances. Jane Campion's direction is great, but the story altogether, not really invested. Not gonna watch this movie again. Toxic masculinity is a big subject line today, and throwing that into the movie, just not that rewatchable or interesting to watch. It's pretty boring too altogether. Like, I'm not gonna pop in Power of the Dog ever again, but it's a film I respect the filmmaking aspects, but the story, meh.
とても楽しいです。
The film I just watched just to do this video, that is Drive My Car, which is on HBO Max if you want to go check it out. This was the only Best Picture film I had to see before making this video. And I think Drive My Car, it is a good, solid movie. Like, I respect the filmmaking aspect, just like Power of the Dog. It's a film I respect more than love. Just to warn you guys, this movie's 3 hours long, and I'll just be honest with you, did not deserve that runtime. It is way too long. The first hour to 90 minutes I found pretty interesting, but the rest of the movie, not so much. It is a very important film, talking about this man going through grief, going through a loss, and driving his car. He's also a theater teacher. And altogether, it is a beautiful story with a lot of great messages and realistic aspects about grief. But altogether, I'm not going to watch this movie ever again. It's way too long. It overstays its welcome. And the emotion just wasn't there for me in the end.
All that I need to get by.
Now, Koda, altogether, this is a very good movie. I would say the top 6 right here. I really like all these movies. Koda just is a very heartwarming movie that's been getting a lot of love recently, as it deserves. Performances are great from this family. Emilia Jones is great, but Troy Kotsur as the father really steals this entire movie. I'm very happy to see he's getting a lot of awards in supporting actor. And it's a very important film about deaf representation, and the performances altogether, just all through sign language, is just absolutely beautiful. If you have not seen Koda, this is definitely a film you need to check out, and I really hope it wins a lot of awards this year.
Go now. Don't look back.
Belfast, I think, is a great movie, directed by Kenneth Branagh, who's done a lot of great Shakespeare movies as well as Thor. Great mixtures of comedy and drama mixed into one, just like Branagh does very well. The cinematography, the screenplay is great. It's all shot in black and white. Performances in this movie are great from Ciarán Hinds, Judi Dench, Jamie Dornan, who you may know from the 50 Shades movies, is fantastic. Just is a great movie altogether. It's a feel-good movie. It is kind of sad it's not getting the love as it used to have gotten in the past, but I think Belfast is great. It deserves a lot more love, and it's definitely one of my favorite Best Picture nominees this year.
There it is! Giant comet whirling its way towards Earth! Can you see it?
I can't! My head is in a bag!
A lot of people would have this movie at the bottom of their Best Picture rankings, but it's in my top 5. That's Don't Look Up, baby. Don't Look Up, I really enjoyed. I thought this movie was hilarious, and it's an Adam McKay movie. If you don't love Adam McKay's movies, then you're not going to love this movie. It's a very political movie, very political. Whether you're a left wing or a right wing, there's just a lot of great comedy aspects in this movie. The performances are great, from my boy Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Jonah Hill, Timothée Chalamet, Cate Blanchett, Tyler Perry. The cast is insane for this movie, and it's just all around very important to today. I found myself laughing out loud throughout this entire movie, and I really enjoyed Don't Look Up. We have the 2021 version of West Side Story coming in at number 3, directed by my favorite director, Steven Spielberg. I would put this one slightly over the original. Spielberg directs a passion project of West Side Story, just excellent dance sequences altogether, performances that just really good. I would say the leads, Ansel Elgort and Rachel Zegler, weren't as interesting as the supporting cast. Ariana DeBose, David Alvarez, and Mike Fast were the show stealers by far in that cast. And altogether, Spielberg just understood the project. I mean, this is a man that's done some of the greatest films ever made, but now he's directing a musical, and he did it almost to perfection. It's not a perfect movie, but it made me smile altogether and pretty much sing. West Side Story just was great.
Venus and Serena gonna shake up this world.
Richard was one of my favorite films of last year for good reason. The performances from Mr. Will Smith, of all people, just amazing as Richard Williams. A lot of people didn't know going into this movie, was this going to be about Venus and Serena? But no, it was about their father, Richard Williams, who was a big reason why we had Venus and Serena Williams, the two greatest tennis players of all time, man. And Will Smith as Richard Williams is just completely transformative. Like, I did not even see Will Smith. I saw Richard Williams. He's kind of a jerk, but you understand his teaching mentality, and just I love the scenes with him and John Bernthal, who is also great in this movie. Just King Richard is just really dramatic, but great. And of course, Anjanou Ellis as the mother was amazing. I really want her to win, but she's not. Altogether, King Richard really surprised me. Like, we have a lot of cliche biopics, especially in the sports genre, but King Richard really surprised me of how great it was. And it was one of my favorites last year.
Go!
But easily my favorite Best Picture nominee, it is Dune, baby. You guys saw my reaction when they snubbed my boy Denis Villeneuve for director. I was pissed off beyond belief that they snubbed Denis Villeneuve, because this is the best directed film of last year in my opinion. Dune is an incredible achievement of such an iconic novel that a lot of people said was impossible to make into a movie, but Denis did it, man. Is this a part one? Absolutely. We're gonna see a lot more of the world of Arrakis, a lot more of the Atreides, and just more of these families, man. I just love Timothée Chalamet, Jason Momoa, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, this insanely good cast. If it were up to me, Dune would be taking this Best Picture easily, but it's unfortunately not. But Dune easily is my favorite of the Best Picture nominees this year. There you have it, guys. That was my personal ranking for all 10 Best Picture nominees this year. What did you guys think of my list? I'm sure you disagree with it. I would love to hear your list down below in the comment section, and let's have a discussion. If you guys enjoyed that video, I will be doing a final Oscar prediction video for what I think will win and should win each Academy Award, so look forward to that video coming up. You guys are all the best. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!